Mbula Nzuki again.
Hi.
My name is Vojtech Sucharda from Eros, Czech Republic.
Something about Vojtech Sucharda is he's a trooper. He's the kind of guy you want to do projects with because he'll come through always.
Now I will have the pleasure to introduce Mbula Nzuki from Nairobi, Kenya. Mbula is also the person you want to do projects with because you invite her for the first time to the Czech Republic and even you're organizing and all of a sudden you end up in the situation where she's hosting it and even introducing the Czech president there. Elegant as always. It's worth being everywhere where Mbula is, also to go to her events. I wanted to know a little bit more because I'm for sure coming and I'm for sure bringing people with me and not a few. And I think more people should be interested in coming to Nairobi this June. And now, Mbula, please tell us more.
Thank you, first of all, for that very generous introduction. Certainly very excited to have you on board, of course, part of this event that we're organizing. The name of the event is MNL Africa Leadership Circle. It's going to be happening on the 18th to 20th of June. The summit days are actually 18th and 19th. However, we have a high profile or high networking safari which will be happening on the 20th. That's optional, but I'm sure many people will be very interested because one thing that is very unique to Nairobi as a city is that we are the only city in the world that has a national park in the city. A safari in Nairobi is something that would be a great treat to all our guests, delegates, participants who will be coming to Nairobi. My law firm, MNL Advocates LLP, in short, MN Legal, is turning 7 years, which is a very beautiful milestone, especially for spiritual purposes. 7 is a beautiful number, perfection, all of that for the believers. So we will be honoring that milestone. However, since most of our clients are international, it felt quite unfair to just have them coming in to the country to just have a dinner and a party. You know, I like to give value. So if people are going to be hopping on a flight, incurring costs on accommodation, staying away from their own businesses, families, etc., it's only prudent to make it worth their while. So we came up with this amazing high networking event where we come together to discuss doing business in Kenya and also Africa, because Kenya tends to be a great gateway for the rest of Africa from a business perspective, very strategic. We have an amazing, if I may say so myself, an amazing summit coming up where we want all our delegations, our friends, our clients, other participants who we're going to be meeting for the very first time as well, to come here, meet amazing people who are potential collaborators, potential business partners, friends. Who knows? You know, that's the art of networking. You never know where you're meeting someone today. The value might happen immediately, or you might see the value 2 years, 1 year, 20 years. Who knows? But that, So this is how it morphed from just being a big party, let's party together and be grateful, to let's create value and bring amazing people together. It's representing an eclectic group of leaders from across Africa and friends of Africa like yourself, where we all want to come together and create amazing events where we'll be bringing investors together. And not just investors, but also the ecosystem enablers. Think of policymakers, think of lawyers, other business persons together. And the whole point is to think of the challenges that we all face, which are common to us as business people, and let's try and come up with solutions to them. Let's do business together. They say iron sharpens iron. So this is how the idea of MNL Leadership Circle came to be. It's basically a circle, which means it's unbreakable and it can expand.
I went to Africa because for quite some time I feel there is an enormous potential there. This just boosted my interest in the region. I might use this opportunity, and then I will stop speaking again, to invite my friends, my colleagues, or people who don't even know me and want to get to know me and the circle of people who are coming to Africa. Join us. This will be an amazing event where you will be able to really make super valuable connections.
I'm pleasantly surprised that we already have registered delegates from the Americas. We have persons coming from different parts of Europe as well. We have Africa very well represented. This includes the Francophone side of Africa, as well as the English-speaking Africa. I'm genuinely very impressed by this. The likes of Dubai, Qatar, they will be here as well. I'm just mentioning a few. I can't remember everyone from the top of my mind. But all this is to say that we have a really dynamic and eclectic group of business people on the question of why Kenya. The statistics speak for themselves. Kenya tends to be a very strategic regional hub. People mostly come to Africa by way of Kenya, and this is not by coincidence. It's very strategic and well-intentioned. We can boast of stable political climate in Kenya. We have a large skilled workforce as well. Our educational system is actually one of the best in Africa, if not the best. So you're interacting with very well-educated, world-class level of education of workforce, so to speak. We also have very rapidly improving infrastructure. For those of us who are coming, you will be treated to day one, which will be packed with business, policy, and ecosystem readiness. So under this day, we're thinking of having a morning breakfast, which will basically touch on where to invest in Kenya, because we want to give you real practical ideas or solutions to some of your burning questions. Then we'll also have amazing keynote speakers. Think of Kenya as an investment destination, so we'll have a very high-profile guest. We cannot wait to reveal this to you. Something great is underway. We will also have from the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, we'll have the Secretariat represented. Think of a dialogue with policymakers who help you have a great understanding of not just Kenya, but also the region as well as Africa as a continent. Then we'll also have digital infrastructure as a catalyst for sustainable growth. Kenya is very vibrant on the tech system. We'll also be launching something called KASI Consumer Sentiment Index. This is amazing. It helps shape the conversation with real data, real numbers, which you're able to understand where Kenya is positioned on the continent, as well as great bits and pieces of the rest of the continent as well. We'll also have a very interesting topic on health and medical tourism in Kenya. Then we'll also have a topic on policy and regulatory harmonization. Africa is a whole continent. We have different policies and regulations, but then think of how we can harmonize this to even give all the investors an even better environment for doing business and scaling up from one country to the next. The day one will close with an amazing keynote on Afro-optimism. Will bring you a very successful entrepreneur whose business has scaled across multiple jurisdictions. Because if you're talking about the continent, we would be cheating you to just give you people from Kenya. So we want people from the continent, people who are doing business across different jurisdictions. So that helps paint a picture for our potential investors coming into Africa, even for the very first time. Day two is basically more on finance. Think of finance, capital markets, and financial innovation. So under this, we will have Africa Macro Outlook. Again, we'll have a vibrant entrepreneur in the financial space, someone who's doing amazing things. They will keynote for us. Then we'll go straight into cross-border payments and currency systems panel discussion. You think of having very amazing representation from companies in this particular ecosystem, from mainstream financing to also other innovative ways of getting financing for companies or businesses. Then we'll have capital market development and innovation. We've partnered with NSC, the Nairobi Stock Exchange, and we'll also have their peers from across the continent represented, and that will help put everything on the map for you as our guests. We'll finish day two at around 2 p.m. just before lunch with a success story on scaling across Africa. Again, we're very focused on giving you real life examples, not theoretical stories or our imagination. You'll have the rest of the afternoon to network and get to know your fellow delegates and also amazing people. Some of our guests and speakers will be in attendance. We can meet again in the evening for an eclectic, amazing gala dinner, tantalizing. So this is where you bring your amazing tuxedos, gowns, and your dancing shoes, because we'll be celebrating 7 years of MN Legal. Day 3, which is the final day, and day 3 is categorically for relationship building. So we will be hosting an executive safari and private networking. So think of going on an amazing safari, immersed in nature, surrounded by animals. You are in the group and company of amazing friends, because you would have made friends at this point, potential collaborators, and you're just discussing and networking in a very relaxed environment. And this will culminate in a beautiful brunch in one of the lodges inside of the national park. So from where I sit, I really do not see a reason why you wouldn't want to be part of this. And I look forward to hosting you, and we'll do our very best to give you the very best of Nairobi.
Thank you very much, Mbula, for guiding us through the program. I can't wait to be there.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having partners and delegates from all over the world. So you're very welcome.
Is it actually even still possible to partner with the event as a partner or sponsor or something?
We so far have already people who are partnered companies or organizations that are partnering with us. We are very open to having the right partners. And why not? Let's do this together. In Africa, we have a saying that says, if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together.